No, this is not a repeat of the other video. This is a new video. I know I'm wearing the same shirt and sometimes that throws you guys off. However, we are talking about a different subject here, although I did mention it a little bit in the first video I did about Mother Earth's evolution. We're talking about time folding here, and I know I've mentioned that on numerous occasions, and I was going back through some of my notes um, back from the fall and came across the channeled message about superdimensional type sight and how that is connected with time folding. And so I have noted I wanted to bring this up one because I'm certain that many of you are experiencing things similar to this or will be in the coming days, and there is something exceptionally important about talking about this in this particular window between the eclipses. Now, you may come across this video well past this eclipse window, and that's okay too. The energy of these eclipses really lasts for 6 months. So even beyond that, if you're drawn to this video, there is something for you, and there's something that you're experiencing in your on your individual path that this may resonate towards or with. So the interesting experience I have had. Well, again, we've talked about time folding. I've shown you the folded paper and how linear time that we experience from a human definition of time, there's separation between the layers of time, right? It's a line instead of, which is why we call it timeline, instead of being a three-dimensional, or I should say not three-dimensional, multi-dimensional, super-dimensional experience. And as we are moving through this evolution and expressing more light and holding more light, expressing more truth and being operating out of alignment with our highest self, the more frequently we do that, then the more frequently we experience that collapsing of time, the folding of time, where we're able to witness, see into, experience, sense, um, other aspects of time, I don't really want to say timelines because they're not always a separate timeline, like a separate actual pathway for us to take. Sometimes it's a leap forward, so where it's a quantum jump into maybe the future. Sometimes it is a quantum jump as well into the past. The experience I had recently was uh, the only way to describe it is using the terminology of deja vu. Although it was not of doing something now and feeling like I had done it in the past. It was similar to that, but it was doing something now, having a remembrance of already doing it, except that the recognition of already doing it felt connected to future. So I don't know French well enough to know what the term would be for that instead of déjà vu, but anybody knows? Throw something out there. We need a new term for this because this is definitely a new experience. So having that sensation though of doing something now that, because I need to clarify this for myself as well as clarify it for you. I think that was kind of vague. So having you're in the present moment, you're doing a thing, doing an action, right? It's beyond just the concept of something. It's the actual action, doing the thing, having the sensation of how this action belongs potentially or belonged at some point to a different point in human linear time, which means it's actually an indication of you having the awareness that you have quantum leapt ahead in your individual pathway, because you have a recognition that this thing that you're doing in this moment, had you not made that quantum leap, would be here. You're here, okay, because we're going to do it in a line just so it's a little bit easier for our human brains to be able to understand. and easier for me to describe. So you're here, you're doing the action, you have the feeling of, wait a minute, this feels like something I should be doing in the future, but I'm doing it right now. Well, that's because you've actually moved forward in your timeline. You've done something that and aligned with a frequency that allows you to do that action that had your frequency not elevated, it would have been a future event. It would have been something that you would have done, you would have experienced at some point in the future. Now, how far in the future? It varies. It varies. That's really not the important part. The important part is the recognition that when you're feeling that sensation, again, it's like deja vu, except a recognition that, wait, that feels connected to something I would have done in the future. It's almost as if you can feel the expanse of time that you have leapt across in that moment. That's really the best way to put it. You can feel that you've gone from here to here in making that decision, and in making that decision, that means that you are embodying a frequency that allows you to make that jump, that aligns you with the you that you are in this future point. I hope this is making sense. It's really fascinating. So, I will link before I forget to say this, I will link the original channeled message about this in the description box. And also, we're going to do in the Explorers membership, we're going to do a live, and I know this is kind of last minute. Unfortunately, that's kind of the way that sometimes this works. But we're going to do a live on Sunday at 11 a.m. in the Explorers membership. We're going to talk more about this. We'll go over the channeled message again in depth, and we will talk about ways you can um, deliberately create this quantum leap. And as I've been reflecting on this and considering this, I realized that I have done this multiple times without the conscious awareness of it occurring, or how I have deliberately created it. So that's what we're going to unpack, and we're going to look at. We're going to take questions about that as well to help you guys so that you are able, and part of the reason so that you're able to do the same thing. I'm going so quickly, I'm skipping words. Part of the reason we're doing this now is because of that eclipse window that we're in. Um, we are we've just entered into the year of the fire horse. We are working with all these fiery energies in astrology right now, in the cosmos. And as we are approaching the equinox, I also got the message the other day that we're in very much from the 20th of February to March 19th, we're very much in a preparatory type energy. In the coming days or week, I'm going to look at the energy of the equinox, and we'll do an in-depth reading on that. And also what we need to know coming up to it and how we can prepare for it, because there's so much that that's available to us to take advantage of, to utilize. There's so much potential in the field right now, and in Pisces season, and we're in a retrograde that opens us up to be able to see things in the higher dimensional realms, and in the subconscious, and in the dream state, with a clearer understanding than we had previously. So this is a really powerful time. Yeah, so we will be exploring though all of those themes in the live. Again, that's in the Explorers membership. It'll be Sunday at 11 a.m. If you are not part of the membership, it's $9 a month. And if you want to join for a month, and or even the day, if you're not able to, and let me see if I can talk. Take a breath. If you would like to join for the month or the day, and so that you're able to join the live, again, you're asking questions directly of me. We're all in like a Zoom type situation. It's hosted on the website. But that allows for us to have that dialogue back and forth, and also it's we don't have to worry about YouTube and what we're saying in the live. So it's a freer space for us to be able to do that. Sunday, March 1st, 11 a.m. Explorers membership. I will put the link in the description box. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, if you happen to see this video after that and you would like to access it, again, it will be in the files in the recording will remain in the membership. So you're welcome to join so that you can watch that as well. Anytime in the future, it will stay there forever. Um, I think that's it. It was really, really fascinating, and it's really important for us to, this is such a unique opportunity for us to be able to utilize these tools and these abilities and this information, this knowledge that is being offered to us. So I hope to see you there. I think it's going to be really fun, really fascinating, and I'm really excited to see how this unfolds for all of you guys and how you're able to utilize it to jump yourselves forward if you're interested in doing that, or playing with time even in the day to day so that you're able to accomplish things that maybe you don't feel like you have the time for. I hope that you'll join me. I think it's going to be really fun. I know it's going to be really fun. I think it'll be really, really interesting as well, and will provide a lot of information. All right, enough rambling. I am so grateful for all of you guys to be here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't even know that I introduced myself. Well, if you've made it this far, you probably know who I am, but I'm Toby the Galactic Intuitive. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will be back very, very soon.